Hello, 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 hello. So we're gonna have the Simul today, and we'll be also having this host of people that wanna get improvement of the middle games that they have. So you can just do this message like this link. So if you're interested in improving your middle games, pretty much almost guaranteed, then you can book a call me free, by the way, by going to this link. So yeah, you can book a call and have a good time learning middle games with me. And it's a proven system. You can see the testimonials of people that have worked with me. And the best student I have in 1 year, he went from 1,600 FIDE to 2,000 FIDE because his major thing, the first lesson we had is what is your biggest weakness? It says middle games. And that we worked together, and the year is able to get 400 rating points in a year by focusing on middle game improvement. So that speaks for itself. The results and the testimonials you see in this link speaks for themselves. All right. So, all right. All right. This is a link for anybody that want to do it, and also the. All right. Let's see this one. Please join. What's happening? What is happening? Please shows us. All right. Okay. Please join the stream and ask your questions. All right. There's something on the wall. It's great. It's great. We'll start in 1 minute. Okay. Okay. All right. So we're gonna start in 1 minute. So if you want to join, you gotta join now. So that is the thing. We'll start in 1 minute, counting down maybe 45 seconds. So this basically people like to join later. It's like, oh, you didn't wait for me. Well, you didn't join when I started the simul. So I'm giving you a grace period of 1 minute. And if you don't, you have to sit out until Sunday. Sunday's next simul. But if you want to join us, you got to join now. 45 seconds. Then we'll start the simul. And yeah, the middle game. Hello, what's up? How are you doing to me? How are you doing today? But yeah, anybody interested in getting better at middle games, the link I provided is right here. So, all right. All right, so this is also in the chat for those who've not seen it. So, what's the FIDE rating? 2070, but I don't play FIDE rating tournaments for years and years, maybe a decade or two. So, well, maybe just a decade and a half. But the thing is, it's been too long. Been too long. Yeah, but still, it's good. Not too bad to start off with that rating. So it's not bad starting that rating. So this is a middle. If you want to get better at middle games, is a proven system. I used to teach many different people all over the world. The best student is from the UK. He went to 1600 to 2000 in 1 year, learning about middle games with me. And you can see if book a free call, no cost to you, and you can talk to me about if this, let's say, improvement of middle games is right for you or interested in taking the journey to get better at middle games, pretty much guaranteed. And yeah, it's up to you if you want to book a call anytime you want. just look at the website, pick a time, a date, and we'll just meet up in that designated time that you desire. That's how we're going to be working like that. So good luck for everybody. Have a good game, and we'll try to have a good game. And if everybody in the chat has a question, don't be shy, and you can ask the questions. I'll be able to answer them while I'm playing the Simul, trying to win every game. No draws, and try to not lose, of course. Trying to win every game. Every single one. That's my duty, to win every game. Answer questions while I'm doing this. And this is a fun thing I like to do 200 times a week, Thursdays and Sundays. 1 p.m. on Sundays, noon, 12 p.m. on Thursdays. Yep, I started, mister. I started. You have the 1 minute morning. It's been 1 minute, so I'm starting now. So I'm going to play a good Simul. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, make sure you show up in the chat, and I'll answer them once you see it. So, alrighty. D5. Oh, D5. Getting center control is important in the middle of the early opening, of course. No mystery to that. This is things I like to do. Advanced French takes in D5 is. I played many games, and pretty much half of them are exchange Frenches because they don't know how to play against the French properly. So they just bail out with the boring. Well, not really boring, but I make it fun. But the cop out, they don't know how to play against the French, so they do the lazy way to do it. So, but it's basically that's how it works. Some people just like do lazy because they don't know how to do it themselves. That's why I say to that. I'm not bored. I have methods to make it fun for me. So that's why I do. All right, this one, D4. All right, goes this way, C6. Just doing the triangle system. It's like a Slav now. Some Slav with G at the inclusion. Let's see. See how it works. Okay, nice to 6. Nice to 6. No draws on move. Like they 4. No, not at all. I just want to win every game. And also answer questions you guys have. If there's any question in the chat, don't be shy, and you can answer them as soon as you want to. And you can just be brave enough to take this first step, and that'd be great. That'd be great. So the Catalan main line. Well, basically like that. D4, C4, and knight G6. There's all things I've seen before. Could be 3. And the G3. Catalan again. Knight B7. Oh no, knight FD7 rather. So D4 is calling me. It's calling knight F6. Bishop G5, Bishop B7. Everything's nothing new. I've seen it like many times before. So this is Bishop B2 developing. D4 because the G6 is a calling card for going D4, C5 advanced French, and then we have this one. I've seen this one before, and I say 3, and Bishop G2. My castle's kingside next. I'll do D5, saying that. Well, I can do G3. I can do G3, and if it's knight C6, D5. Anyways. Then for downpour. All right, I've heard of a few before, like it's an altar or something like that. Something downpour. I've heard something like downpour. Maybe it's a different name that has downpour. The different user that has downpour's name. So yep, Lee, and then numbers. Okay, knight C6. Okay, Bishop E2. This one, all right, Bishop E7. Okay, knight takes D4. This one, Bishop G5, pinned knight, and E3 next. This one, C5. Knight F3 is a dubious option, I'll say. It's not bad, but it's dubious. Risky knight takes D4. Queen Bishop G7, Queen knight C2. These are lovely lines I won with this white. Bishop G6. And then this one, Bishop G2. This castle, side castle. Nothing new here. Everything's good. All right, you go d5. Doesn't matter. It goes this way. Just there, queen b5, there. Okay, I'll take in b7 because they can take in c4 anytime in the week. Could be like yeah. I'll take this one. Trying to take the rook. More dynamic things. Dynamic things. All right, it goes this way. All right. Knight bishop b7. This one. Okay, he goes this way. I'll castle. I'll try this knight a3 sideline. I want to see how good a player will deal with it. Okay. All right, I'll go knight c2, getting out of the way of the take on d4 possibilities, and also blocking d5 pushes. So no d5 pushes a lot for you because you're blocked 3 times. So I'm not enabling you to do that. So this one, bishop b6, blocking knight e5 possibilities. And this one is knight c6, early advanced French. This one, it could be 5. Yeah. Knight c6, knight e5 is fun looking for me. So let's see if he goes bishop c6, then queen takes c4, get the pawn back. And this is a good thing for me, I think, of a pawn. And that'd be fun. And this one, I'll do knight b2. And this one, he goes this way. He wants to do this one. I'll take a d4. Knight c6. I'll trade this guy off. Okay. All right, this was taking d5. Played many fun games with this. Knight e7. My gosh, e3. This one. This is interesting how that works. All right, I will do bishop g4. Pin the knight. Get the bishop out. Knight e7. Knight g7. All right, knight f6 now. I'll castle because he castled. I'll just meet in kind ac2. No d5 for him. Bishop d2 is coming next. And definitely no d5. All right, this one. Bishop b7. This one. Nice c3. Oh, maybe bishop b3. Just let me think kettle. This is I'll try. I'm trying to learn and explore castles. This one. E takes d. Have the bishop on c8 have life, doing something. Now looking at the backside of pawns. That's good to me, I think. So he goes this way. Bishop d3. Bishop d3 is fine. Blocking knight e4 interests. You know, I could have taken a 6, but I don't need to do that. I don't need to give him a g file for no reason. I don't need to do that. So he's probably crafty, saying, "Oh, the bishop here, out of the g file. Take me on, bro. I'm winning." So I'll just do castles. All right, it goes this way, knight c6. Yeah, taking e5 twice. It goes this way, knight c3. This one, okay, e4. Knight f6, knight c3. Bishop d4, d5, knight e5, knight c5. Bishop takes queen. Bishop b5, and then wins for white. Barter Simpson, okay, good player, good player. Bishop b2. All right, it goes this way. All right, 6. Maybe f6 is better, but oh well. Oh well. I know Twitch. There's a Twitch. Let me check my Twitch channel. Is there a Twitch? The stream is not on? Really? So I thought I had the Twitch on. It's really weird how that worked. Edit. All right. I had it. All right. Save changes. So now the Twitch should be activated. So the Twitch should now be activated. So thank you for letting me know. The Twitch should be on. So if you want to look at my Twitch channel, middle_eagle, it's now online. So, but thank you to bring that to my attention. So, all right, thank you for bringing that to my attention. So, this one, knight b5 castles, knight b5 is out of place. Okay, all right, this one. All right, castles knight g7 is important to do that. Maybe bishop queen e7, castles queenside. Maybe this may be possibly. He wants to coax me to take on f6. I've seen this sort of things before. I don't like it. I'm not going to bite the hook. I'm not going to bite the hook. d5. Get the knight moving again. Less the tempo. My turn again. Bishop e2. Okay. Okay, this one. This one, it goes this way. I'll do e4. Controlling the clamping on e4. D5 rather. So that's the strategy. That's the strategy I'm trying to do. Spiral chess. Okay, castles. Okay, it goes this way. All right, a3. I've seen something like this before. And I'll do c4. It's like, okay, what is the theory about this one? I remember the theory about this one. c4. Yes, it's start with c4. Then, okay. Oh, yeah. c4, there, knight a5, and bishop a4. These are like a lot. It starts with c4 first of all. It's like a thing that Georg Meyer taught me in his lecture that I have my YouTube channel, by the way. YouTube channel will have this sort of plan about routing knight to b6, bishop goes to e4, and we attack the queen side with our pieces, and the bishop goes eventually to a4, then c2, and this diagonal from b1 to a7 is really, really good for black. All right, rook e8. Yeah, rook e8 is fine. Natural moves. All right, it goes this way. Okay. With a bishop e7, I can go bishop e3 undisturbed because there's no reason not to. b3 next turn. All right, this one, a3. All right, this is the thing he said he would try against me. All right, sideline, okay. But we don't need the other things like that. You know, it's probably doing this one or this one. It's not really a big concern at all. All right. Knight a6, just make sure the knight looks silly. Knight a3 is offsides here, goes z2 again. All right. All right. All right. All right, let's see. Bro, just want to let you know the real love for your stream because you genuinely got crazy potential and love to connect with a top Twitch streamer who pulls thousands of live viewers. No, I don't do that. And actually helps. This is an advertisement, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, mister. I don't accept. I don't accept. Sorry, but I don't accept. C3. So you're trying to advertise because I've seen your types before. Your boss says you gotta get some sales. Well, I'll say no deal. I'll push the no deal button right now. All right. Ready. So this being said, I will do castles. Not a castle because he castled first. I'll castle next. All right, D. This knight D5. D5 looks nice to me. I don't know why I can't. I don't see there's a reason why I can't. Yeah, there was no reason actually. Can't. So knight E5 just knight C5. Knight goes back and you do A3. Knight A6 is annoying for him. Disgraceful. All right. F6 block. Things like that. All right. All right. This one, he goes C3. This is really strange. Really strange. Okay. All right. He has some prep or something like that. Like try to do like Queen B3 entrances, take on C6 and then Queen A4, possibly. I don't know. I've never seen this before. All right, but didn't see it before or not. I'll just castle normal natural moves. Doesn't hurt me one bit. Hello, Alice Prime. How are you doing today? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Okay, he goes there. Bishop D3 coming in. This one, Timmy Tuffington. And I'll do knight B7. Maybe because this knight is pinned. Bishop B4 is maybe more incentivized than knight B7. H3 G4 is committal to him. Hello, Kavik Chess. How are you doing today? What's the offer? What's the offer? The Kodak game I'm doing. Like, what's Kodak game? What do you mean Kodak? I don't know what that means. Kodak gave, like Kodak, like the There's a company called Kodak without the E at the end, but there's no offer from Kodak. The guy in Twitch chat. Oh yeah. Oh, that guy. He was offering me this guy. Oh yeah. He's offering me a promotion to work with them and get my Twitch, let's say, really much bigger. But I don't care for Twitch at all. I'm more of a YouTube streamer and YouTube content creator than Twitch. I don't care about Twitch at all. So it's trying to sell me something. I don't accept. They want to have, let's say, sales. They push some sales. Not saying that they're actually good sales, but they're trying to do their boss's bidding. That's what it is. All right. So, but I don't accept this one. All right, this one it goes A4. I'll do F6. I don't need to push things. I could do F6. Goes this one. I thought he would do that. Knight G7, Knight G7, Knight G6, and things like that. Knight C2 is misplaced. Two moves for misplaced knights. I don't see the point of it. Maybe he wants to go B4 more, but I don't see the point of that again. I don't care for that at all. Like how many how many ELO? Like I have. What there's the different types of questions for that. My national rating or FIDE rating. Online rating, you can see this online rating is 2365 and Lichess what's it called? Lichess Rapid. Again, this arbitrary number does not mean anything. It's an arbitrary number by the internet, let's say online service. Again, A3 goes knight. There's no trap, right? No, A3 just go back knight A6. It's getting out of the way because the Bobby Fischer says if you're in my half of the territory, I just take out you. FIDE rating is 2070. I've not played a FIDE rated event in, like say, a decade and a half, 15 years. You know, it's been too long. It's been too long. I don't care for FIDE ratings because I got 2070, and I'm just fine with that. I'm fine with that, and I want to save my money to my YouTube channel, then just play and fade rated tournaments. It's not. It's a waste of my time. I don't care for that because I don't travel much for chess tournaments. I'm focused on my business and my chess teaching, and this is how it works. Was your Puzzle Storm? No, but I don't play Puzzle Storm as much, but I do play Puzzle Rush Survival, and my Puzzle Rush Survival is 84. Puzzle Survival is 84, but that is three lives. Puzzle Storm has 1 life, so my Puzzle Rush Survival is 84, which is really big. It's really big. So it took me literally 3 days of 8 hours apiece. Basically 3 8-hour days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 8 hours apiece to get to 84. 3 days of 8 hours of puzzle survival. It got me to 84. So it's a long time, but I put in the work. I was able to get the score that was pushed to get. I was able to do it because I took my time, long time. Because basically, what happened is the story about it is in the 70s, when you get to 70, you have a puzzle that you have to calculate really far, and you calculate all the lines. The computer throws you in the curveball and moves a piece that you didn't calculate, and you do it again for an hour. They move another thing you did get it in. So basically, you spend, well, not really. It's basically you spend a whole hour to get one puzzle right in the 70s. I spend an hour for one puzzle, maybe an hour and a half for one puzzle, because they throw you curveballs. They do a move that computer generates that is actually you didn't think about it. You didn't think about it at all. All right, and I will do. All right, so I could check him. Yeah, I could check. It's basically positioning to the C4 line earlier on. It's transposing to the earlier C4 exchange French. All right. Whoa. Knight E5. Knight E5, Queen D4, Knight C6. This is winning a piece. Knight E5. Let's see. This one, Rook B8, Queen A4, Rook B4. That's just annoying. I don't get a piece. I don't get a pieces. I lose a pawn. That's not good. You can take a C4. They take with a knight. Well, they can't take with a knight, but they can do queen takes there. All right, so take there. Take with the queen. Well, they can't do bishop takes there. Then there, the knight takes there. Okay, this is the line. Queen takes there. Bishop takes there. There's no intermissals. Then maybe I concede this one. Queen takes the knight takes. The knight has to take this way. Okay, then. But with that being said, I have the bishop pair, open position, so I'll just take the pawn. I'll just concede. I'll concede. I get a pawn. I get a bishop pair at the end of the day. So it's not bad, right? And this one, right? E4. E4 looks nice. No, they can't do that because there's too many pieces defending it. Rook E1, Queen C2. Yeah, Queen C2. Yeah, Queen C2. Then E4. Defending twice. Defending it twice is my saying. Alex likes chess. Okay. He does. All right, goes this way. Goes B4. All right. Yeah, he's doing a pattern interrupt. He wants to go fast and furious. Queen D7. All right. I'm committed to this kingside attack yet. In a sense, maybe he's going foolhardy. This one, G5, H5, H5. All right. Second pawn. He wants me to take the file open, but I think this is time to take one thing. It's time to take stuff. I think he's doing too much. I'll take this. Now tend to take stuff. So bishop d3, h6 maybe, f5. Take their knight f6. Then this pawn is to be taken. a6 maybe is better, safer. a6. Yeah, a6 is fine. I don't want to fall for that. Queen d2, trying to sack on h6 is maybe another step for him. Okay. b3. This one. He's gonna do. I should do knight e3. Yeah, knight e3 is probably the best, but I didn't do that. Oh well. Oh well. Knight g6. Bishop g6. Okay, like chess, right? Castle's queenside, just for fun. For fun, chess. I'm going for the fun. All right, this is the one. All right. All right, so another one offer. If you guys want to do it, you can just do. If you want to get better at middle games, pretty much guaranteed. You can go to this link, and you can look at the testimonials of people that have gone through me and my coaching and see their success stories. And this is how you can be reassured that I'm serious about how to improve your middle games. And I'm using proprietary, never before seen in the internet methods that actually work. So bishop a6, he goes this way. All right, interesting. He wants to waste time for that. Knight, let's say h4 or g8. h4, g8. Knight f3 is probably just good enough. Yeah, it's good enough. I can't go h4. There's no threats at all. Bishop a6 is actually hindering him to doing anything, like attacking wise. Knight d7. Knight fc7, rather. Knight c3. I can do knight c3. Bishop b5. c6. Take there. Bishop b2 is fine, just developing it. Just developing castles. Because there's no rush. They have to rush themselves. Like this, the a6, knight c3. Bishop b4. It's like no worries at all. This Alex, he goes this way. He wants to do this one. Okay. He wants to do b5 and things like that. b5 and all right. However, do they have time for this? Well, if I go there, b5, I lose a knight. There's nothing to be said about that. So I'm gonna go all in. b5, knight to b8, and this is all in chess going on. You don't have time for this. I'm hoping. I don't have time for this. Okay, knight takes d4, then bishop takes a1. He didn't do the best thing. He did the worst thing. So, nope, don't accept that one. I'm not gonna accept that one. So, take on c3. Take on c3. Yeah, I have to do this one. Unfortunately, I do that one. Okay, this one. All right, b3. Rook c1. Rook c1. Knight e5, b3. Yeah, rook c1 maybe is better, more mature approach. Yeah, I do agree. Then b3 simply is good for me. All right. Yeah, next one. Next one is here. I will go. He goes castles. All right. All right. Bishop b7. Yeah, blocking bishop b5. Garbage. All right. This one. Bishop b2. This one. Knight a1. The dark squares are mine control. Is mine to make control. So he's giving up, forfeiting his dark squares to me for free. That's not good for him. The bishop, knight g4. What is he planning? He's trying to sack on an e3 with the bishop, maybe. Not really. You really want to do that? Well, I think the one thing coming, Mister. I think that's really worth it. Not worth it at all. Knight f5 maybe something in, but I can take on a 5 with a bishop, make his pawns ugly, madly ugly. Queen e2, queen e2, e4. I can do e4 right now. E4, take there. Knight takes there. Yeah, e4 looks like this choice. Knight a3, bishop e3. All right. There's no commitment. E4 is looking good. The king is in the middle. Why not open up the king? So either king side and you're getting wrecked, or in the middle, I'm gonna have you wrecked again. All right, he goes this way. All right, he takes all these times to just do this threats. Is it even a threat? Knight d7, knight b7 rather. All right, this one. All right, this one he goes castles. All right, all right. So he goes this way. Rook e8, rook e8. Yeah, rook e8, bishop f8. If I need to, rook e8 is fine. And I can go f6. Maybe f6, maybe not. Bishop f8 is also like a detailed defensive move I can do. Knight a5, knight a5, b4. Oh, you can take on c4 twice. b5, yeah, b5. Yeah, b5 is actually fine. It goes b4, a5 is just going to just play my side. I'll get my side initiative going in. So he has to make sure that he reacts to me for a long, long time. Castles. All right, goes this way. c5. Yeah, interesting how that works. This one, knight b8. This one, f5. I thought he would do this. I thought he would do this, but however, wasn't there like this thing and this thing, this thing? I get the development for the 2 pawns. This one, take there, take there, take there. Because 2 pawns are attacking the pieces. So take there, take there, take there, take there. The bishop takes there. You have a fork to pieces. The knight takes e5, takes an e3, taking e7. So we got a lot more development, right? So the double checking this one, this one, this one, or maybe the c takes there. E takes or c takes there. Maybe c takes is better. Well, no, e takes is probably best. Look at the e file. All right. Take there, take there, take there, take there, take there. Taking d5, taking e3, taking knight and e3. In the end of the day, I have a good position. Yeah, I'll try this out. I'll try this out. It's so interesting to pass up. I'll do this one and not pass it up. But anybody has questions, you can send me this question in the chat. And if you like the video, watching the stream, make sure you like the video. It helps me a lot, and I appreciate it really, really much. Very, very much. So I'll e4, push in the center. It goes this way. Right, it goes this way. The knight is defended, so I don't need to do anything. Just bishop b2. Bishop b2 rather. Nothing to worry about. All right, this one. Bishop b4. Yeah, bishop b4. Knight g6. Takes on g6 with the h pawn or f pawn. H pawn. Probably h pawn is best because the rook is in the e file. Why not just keep it there? The file's going to be a little less. All right. Rook fd1. And taking d4 with the e pawn. Right. Let me check this important crucial moment. I'm taking d4. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I think this calculation is good. I was taking c3 with the bishop. Really, forfeiting the. Oh, he wants to do knight e5 and put a pawn back. But queen c3, knight e5, b4. Like this is queen takes c3. It's probably what he want. Then calculate knight knight e5. I can just do b3, b5. I can do things like that. That's fine. Not gonna lose the game because queen c3. Because I got control of the dot scores again. He's forfeiting the dot scores for me. That's not good for him long term. Not good. I can show him the reason why. Bishop f8 is why to rook e8. The a6 is not sackable. It's losing a piece for no reason. So a nice c6. C6, okay. Just two other methods. F6 maybe faster. All right, and that's F6. All right, he's trying to do this one. Knight there, knight d4 maybe coming in. Yeah, knight d4 coming in maybe. Putting pressure on this bishop. Dash scores are being tended to in a slow fashion. He wants to go knight. Yeah, this one b3 is fine. All right, this one. I could do f4. The bishop. The bishop d3. Oh, that was c1, but bishop e3 is not going to. Well, bishop. Let's see. Let's see what's going to go. So, e5. He goes e5 now. Right. So he goes e5. Unleashing this one. Wow, this is contentious. It's very contentious. Is this actually working or helping him at all? Yeah, probably. Bishop e3. It's like bishop e3. Take the. This, takes, Well, then knight takes d4 first, not the pawn takes d4. All right. So now we have to think about this thing. Do knight takes e5 here? Knight takes e5, knight takes e4. Pawn takes d5, then pawn takes e5, bishop b4 check, bishop b2, then taking b1, taking b4, and then probably taking d2, knight takes d2. So maybe it takes in e5 is good enough. Bishop d5. Like, okay, this one taking f3, takes an f3. This is not going to be good. This isn't b5 is win knight d7. So I think this is a good bailout move. No d4. This is to be said. I think so. We'll find out. I think so. All right. A4? Really? He goes this A4 move. Well, newsflash, mister. I own the queen side. If you want to play on my side, I get all the benefits, and you have nothing. I have the yum yum, you have the dum dum. Somebody's famously said. When you play, because in some games you went to endgame while you were played barely 5 moves. I don't know what you mean, mister. I don't know what I mean. The queen trade? I don't know what it means. Why you're saying that? I don't understand. I don't understand. This one, h5. Then I can do h4, taking f3, g4, and push this pawns in g3, and can force an opening of the king, the queen side, and this is the way to go. I think I'd do. Queen b6, bishop f4 then. b6. b6 is fine. Looks like it is. It is. b6 is fine. Right. Oh, he didn't take on d5? Is like there's a piece on d5 to take, or I thought it was a pawn d5. I think there's a pawn d5, so they can try to sack, but it's not worth it, I would think. All right, rook ac1. All right, bishop b7. All right, he goes to bishop b7. Really? Takes there, takes there, takes there. He's asking for a bruising. Bruising, as I say. I'll take him d5 for the pawn. E-pawn. I got the e-pile open. If they take the c-pawn, I'll take my c-pawn. Rook e1. It's a polymorphic game where the king is the middle, and everything is collaborating on this king f6. All right, this one. All right, I'll take on d7. Okay, take on. Okay, take on d7 is fine. Because some piece has to be sacrificing itself. It's good to me. Alright, this one, queen c7. Knight d4. Knight d4. It takes in d4. There's d4. The bishop pair. So, do we need to do that? Rook c1. There's no rook c1, but so maybe this one there. Yeah, this is probably more fitting. Knight e3, attacking the bishop. Knight d5 coming in. Looks really good to me. Get the pieces going. Rook c1. All right. Rook c1. All right, this one. b3. Okay, so this is b3 is fine. I'll just b3 and just experiment, see what happens. Trying different things to see what happens. All right, Boris Simpson, he goes this way. All right. Grab d5. I'll grab a d5 because I can. Makes a bishop 7 looks silly, and the queen is silly too. Misplaced queen, misplaced bishop, and misplaced everything. We'll have fun attacking the king side. And have plans against him, whereas he not so much. That's direct to me. So if he takes in d4 with a pawn. All right, this one. You're taking the fate I want, but I just take with the bishop. This one. Or this one. Rook c1. Wants to take aim with this one, maybe. Right. Mm-hmm. Rook c8, developing and getting out of the way of the line of the bishop. Queen a4, a5. Queen a4 is trying to take and lock on this pawn again. This is not worried to me. Not worried to me. All right, this one is okay. This one, bishop d6, bishop b2, queen d7. Okay, queen d7. Huh. Well, he's not afraid of forfeiting the bishop. With the queen takes there. Let's see if the queen takes there. Is there any benefit for him? There's a queen d5 check, but there's no, it's only check, nothing else. Two bishops. Okay, so bishop and knight and a pawn for bishop. So I'll take the bishop out of the way. I want to trade the bishops. I want to keep the bishop pair. That's why I do that. That's why I do the knight for a bishop trade. Okay, use this way. Takes the rook that to take the bishop, or the queen takes there. I'll take the bishop for free. So bishop takes there is forced to apply, or else you lose the bishop in d4. So I'm going to make the bishop more passive looking. Simply, right? He takes there. He takes there. Yeah, I got the up lines. I got the queen's line ray. Yeah, that's good to me. Point that way. Point that way. Point that way, sucker. Okay, this one. E4. Okay. H4 myself. Takes an F3, G4, G3. Looks fun to me. Alright, goes this way. It goes this way. Alright. Knight C3, Knight D5. Maybe. Knight C3, E4. Yes, getting some center control. Knight C3, E4, Knight D5. This expansion in the center is probably more beneficial for me. Alright, goes this way. He goes this way. Alright. So now, let's see, it counts. We have even material of the D pawn. Bishop B6 cures that in the moment. So, but I've taken D4 and the bishop pair, bishop B6. I have the bishop pair, but after rook E1, queen D7, queen E3 was a piece. Maybe not D4, but it's like, all right. Take their maybe take their bishop C6 is more solid to control the pawn. G3, bishop 2. It's like, is it possible? possibility. So I like the bishop pair. I'll take the bishop pair. Taking d4, bishop c6, defend the pawn twice, and then easy development and have advantage to play for. So it's great to me. Looking to me. All right, rook e1 from f1. And again, all right, so yeah, FIDE. Like I said, I haven't played FIDE in a year and a half. No, decade and a half, like 15 years. So it's been a long time. But I'm more focused, again, I focus more educating people than competing. So basically, if you like, there is a treadmill that is basically, it's a treadmill that basically the race never ends. You want to go for more and more and more and more, and you're never satisfied. And basically, you want to go next level, next level. Why are you not an IM? Why not a GM? Why not world champion? That's what's been said to people all the time. Once you get to become an IM, you become Levi Grossman. And people say you're never going to become GM. You people dunk on you. People dunking you like, why are you an IM? Why not GM? You're never going to become GM. You're a pusser. So if you're a GM, it's like, why did you become a world champion? Hercar Narkamar, why are you not becoming a world champion? You're forgettable. So basically, there's always a push pressure to get next level, no matter what level you're on, unless if you're Magnus or Garrett Kasparov, you're on the top and top and top. Until then, you're always pushed for more, or else you're looking down on. So hedonic treadmill is a hedonic treadmill. So it's like hedonistic. You want more and more and more. You're never satisfied. You're never satisfied. You want to go for more and more and more. So Chevrolet is king, but people say all the time they dunk on him. He's not good enough to become a GM. Even still, people dunk on him because they don't have any skills, but they have a mouth to throw and shade at people that are really much better than them forever and ever. They want to stand on the pedestal that I know better than you. So that's the thing. But I don't care for that. I escaped the hamster wheel. I want to teach people to get better. I don't. My time for getting better is over. I just want to enjoy chess and enjoying people, other people to get better. I'm focusing on that more than myself. I got out of the hamster wheel, hedonic treadmill. I got off of it. It's freedom. It's freed, and I can get paid for this, unlike a lot of people. And people, grandmas was like, how do you teach me? How do you get students so much? How do you do this? Like GMs come to me. It's like, how do you get students so much? And I tell them the same thing over time is that you got to get students that actually enjoy your teaching and they're so much enjoying they give you testimony. That testimony is basically approval to other people that actually you're a real coach that people like, that they could see in the video that, oh, they really appreciate your teaching. I want to be appreciative of your teaching too. That's proven. It's basically the proof in the pudding. But GMs don't understand that. It's like, I'm GM. Why? What they need? What do they need more? Then they don't know the difference because a lot of GMs, grandmasters don't know how to teach chess. A lot of teachers just rely on engines to teach their students. They're not the real person. You can have your grandma use an engine to teach you. Not the coach that you pay for. You had to have a coach that thinks for themselves and give advice from his own thinking, not an engine's line and opinion. So that's basically my distinction. I really strictly live by. So this one, let's see, IC5. IC5 looks nice. Yeah, IC5 is great. All right, all right. This one, castle. Getting out of the center. All right, goes this way. 3. This one. Bishop of Fate. Another win against Alvarez, Magnus, Hans, Niemann. Well, even still, look at this way. Even though he does that, all of these things doesn't matter to people. There's still he's a person that can never become a GM himself. He can beat GMs, but he never become a GM. People look down for him because he can't do that. Doesn't matter if he wins against Magnus. Doesn't care about Niemann and Loreza. Doesn't matter one bit. In the grand scheme of things, people don't care. People don't care. I've won against GMs, but people not. I don't want to have people applaud for me like, oh, I'm the GM Slayer. No, I just won against Grandmaster. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you win against Magnus. A lot of people have done wins against Magnus. Doesn't mean that you're becoming a GM because you wouldn't beat Magnus. You'll become a GM. No, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter one bit to FIDE. Yeah, the thing is, my Lichess determines which board I play. I don't determine that. Lichess determines which board I look at, and this is Lichess's, let's say, methodology. They just go the game that they think is the most, let's say, rated up game. So I don't determine that. Lichess controls that, not me. Sorry. That's one position 6. B4, B5, baby. You can do that one B4, B5. Okay. All right. You can choose, by the way, I think maybe, but I don't care to look for that. I'm sorry, Timmy. Sorry. All right. I don't care. E4. E4. I'm sure there's some setting, but I don't care to look for a setting. I'm playing a Simul now. I'm playing a Simul at the moment. F6. F6 to block knight E5 jumps. Yeah. That's great. Okay, this one. B7. Okay. Knight D5. Attacking B6. Looks nice to me. Getting the knight into more aggressive outpost and threatens things. Knight B6 possibly. Alright. Alright, hold on, I need to. Alright, I'm back. I need to have my dog taken out. Alright, I'm back here. Alright. Bishop A3 wants to trade the bishops off. Okay. It's like doesn't look like I have a choice for that. But however, I can take him there. Take him there. G4 is still the same, right? In the end, everything is the same. Yeah, but G4, G3, pushing that kingside exposure to be at maximum. Looks like it's good to me. Quick E1, trying to take the pawn again 3 times. The bishop has 6, attacking the queen. Then D4 pushes the queen back. This is good to me. Yeah, it's definitely good to me. I'll just use the bishop pair. And it's maximum potential, so attack the queen. The queen has to move away. With d4, move the knight away. And this tempo, 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 tempo. And then I have more moves, more say of things. And I have attacks. Bishop pair. Just a lot of the benefits for myself. It could be 6 check if I want to win the pawn to b2. There's a lot of things I can get with open lines. I got the F files open, so I could do would be 6 check. Levy is one king YouTuber. I like playing chess level and funny. Russian. Okay, Russian. Oh, Nation. I don't know what it means, Nation. Maybe typoed. I'm looking at the chat and the YouTube, the Twitch chat, the Lee Chess chat. Sorry, I'm reading the Twitch chat right here. I don't know what he's saying, to be honest. All right. All right, this one, A3. It was A3? Bishop B6. We're taking D4. B4 is fine. That's fine to me. Developing normally. All right. G4. Guys, G3. Okay, G3. He goes. F6. Try to take things in this center. Borrow Simpson. He goes Queen C8. All right. All right. Bishop H3. All right. You're right. False. Okay, maybe just a typo. Maybe you write down something by mistake. That's fine. That's fine. I do that too sometimes. It's fine. No worries. Right there to there. Like basically the plan is there to H5. Maybe. Yeah, maybe A2 is great. Maybe it's not. We'll find out. One way to find out. F4 coming in. Takes in C5, taking the bishop. Was your feeder was already raining? Let me check. Let me check. FIDE. Let me check. Let me check for you. All right, let's check his rating. All right. All right. 20, 23-18. Like 23-18. 23-18. Wow. 23-18. All right. So this is a disappointment. All right. Levy is, and according to FIDE.com, Levy is 23-18 FIDE. This is what it says in FIDE.com. This is atrocious, but that's, yeah, I checked on FIDE.com. Look up Levy Rosman. It says his rating standard is 23-18. All right. So I'm going to look at this board and I'll be back. I need to use the bathroom. I'll be back, guys. See you later. I'll be back in a bit. Oh, you know what? I can show you the FIDE. I can show you the FIDE. Levy Rosman's FIDE. So you can see right here, Levy Rosman's FIDE. Boom, 23-18. So I'll be back, guys. 23-18. All right, I'm back, people. I didn't mean to. I need to go to the bathroom. I'm back. All right. Thank you guys for waiting for me. Where is this? It's feeday.com. Feeday.com. So basically, you can, if you want to look at the exact query, you can do this one. This is the one I put it in. So feeday.com and look up Levi Rosman, and you see his Feeday profile right here. This is the official Feeday website. So if you want to know what his Feeday rating is, this is the best source of that official one. Bishop H5. All right, knight G4, knight B4. All right, knight C2. He's trying to do this one. All right, try to do this one. Trying to do this one. A3. A3. And A3 is probably the thing to go. Let's say anything else. Queen 5. And A3 is good. Good enough. Taking F6 if I'm not mistaken. So knight goes. The best was D5 is probably going to do and just move the queen that way. All right, bishop B6. All right. Oh, like it's weird how. All right, it went to a game that it says move. All right, it goes rook D2. All right, it goes rook D4 rather. All right, this one. Is this the guy, the top guy in the Simul? I don't see the Simul here. Reload. What? Oh, this is another game. It's not the game. It's not a Simul. This is a Simul. This is. I look at the other board. It's like sorry about that. Well, maybe don't have a standard rating on FIDE. Maybe don't have a FIDE standard rating. Different time controls. Maybe you only have Blitz. Maybe you have only Blitz FIDE. FIDE Blitz. It's possible. I don't know how. I don't know what to say. If you want to see the standard rating, if you want to see the standard rating, like you said, you had to have the standard FIDE tournaments, which are really long 9-round tournaments that has a long time control. Time control. I mean that a game that has, let's say, 2 time controls, like 90. No, it's like 90 plus 30, and after move 40, you get an extra hour, something like that. 90 plus 30, something like that. So that's the standard one, the standard FIDE time controls, but 9 rounds. So big long tournament, big long game, each one. That's the FIDE standard rated tournament. Very long, very expensive. That is how you get a standard rating on FIDE. You gotta pay to play, pretty much. My name, right is RIGHT in English. You talking about me? Like your name, like my name is right in Google. So what do you think? What do you mean about your, mine? Like my name, or not really mine? Somebody else's? Isn't. It's not. It says is. You said is, but now you're saying don't isn't. So what are you saying? We're saying that it is right or not right. I'm trying to ask you that. Is it right or not right? Isn't that right? Okay. Well, I don't know what you looked in Google. Doesn't mean that Google's right. It doesn't mean that Google's right if it says it's wrong. Maybe Google right, not right. Sometimes Google can be wrong a lot of times. AI can be wrong a lot of times. So it's nothing new. This is something that is fact of life. Sometimes the computers or Google searches are not correct. So basically, this the fact of life is not always right from Google perspective. They just a search engine. There's a search engine. That doesn't mean that what that search just says it has to be true. It's like your search engines. If the search engine says something, it has to be true. No denying. It's not the truth at all. So back to the Q&A. What chess playing style we think before best would you command recommend to these students? Activity, aggressive play. Basically, I recommend the students be active with your pieces, and your play style should be active one. It should be one that has you're pushing your forward to your initiative, never let go, and going to the goal. Whatever plan you have, make sure you go to the end. Don't like say, "All right, I will attack you," and then stop and then attack again. You gotta push your initiative and go through the from the very end. Push up, get a plan, stick to it to the end. Activity, active playing style, dynamic and active playing style. I recommend to my students. Ultimately, what play style would you perform? That says perform words. The ones that are the play styles of people that are relying on tricks. They play for tricks, opening traps. These are the worst. It gets a lot of clicks on YouTube. Yay, you can play the alien game and win 5 moves, but it's terrible. A terrible play style. Why is that? Because it's relying on tricks and traps and nothing else. And once the tricks and traps fall off and not useful anymore, it's not going to give you anything of a benefit. You're relying on the gotcha, and if the gotcha is not good, then that's actually not good at all, and you just lose your games. The worst is relying on traps and tricks, opening traps. But the opening's over, the tricks and traps you're over, but you're left with a bad position. Yeah, no worries, downpour. It's relying on win the game in the opening. If you can't win the opening, you're just having a worse middle of the game. You're worse. Because I basically like when I play against the Alien Gambit the first time, I don't play against I don't play the Karakon as much. Once I played the Alien against the Alien Gambit the first time ever, I didn't know how to play a counter. There's no counter in the Alien Gambit, but I played such a wrong way that even Willie Alien, the pioneer of the game, he says, "Oh, this is so boring." Well, I gotcha. I'm equal. I'm not going to play into your traps. I'm going to be brilliant, boring as possible, but I'm solid and equal, and you're just left miserable. Why do this one? You played a bad opening, tried to get me in the trap. I didn't fall for the traps. I played the boring way, but just you're ending up being worse, even equal at the very most. So I'd rather not get to your main prep. Instead, I want to get you in a pickle and saying that okay, you got you have to answer for these terrible moves, terrible lines. And if you can't do that, I'm sorry, you're gonna have a worse position. You did this to yourself, pretty much. All right. Could be 5. Could be 5 is fine. I think so. Yeah. Could be a 5 check. I have 14 games of chess school. I most to sleep. The problem is game. My game with Sir. All right. Okay. So this is when I take the bishop on G7, get the dash squares in corralled. Check me. He goes check me. I can go king there. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Yeah. Yeah. Person blue holding pencil, person blue holding pencil. There's like 2 emotes are just like it looks like you're trying to copy and paste something is like on YouTube side. Let me look at my YouTube stream. Is that really like a emoji? All right, let me just go to my YouTube stream. Do I have like a it's like All right, this is chess Simul. Oh yeah, I do. I see that one. Yeah, this is the person holding the pencil. I see this one now. Okay. All right. Very good. All right. Very good. It's the emoji from the YouTube side. I'm looking at StreamYard side so I can see what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right, this one. All right, if I do the queen six there, the bishop f5 is a check, annoying check, and do bishop pawn six there, pawn six there, pawn six there. There's no. I can move the king if I need to. Well, even still, queen six there, rook six there, queen six there, bishop f5 check. Knight g7, maybe rook d7. Takes in g4. This is actually good if I do that. If I can do that. But that's the question. Is it really worth it? So you know what? I don't need to take the d6. I don't need to take a d6. Do I need to take a d6? Take in there. Take there. Do I need to do that? All right. So he took a bishop. So if I take his knight, so take a knight, take a knight. He got to take another knight. I go rook g8. Bishop f6, take on g2 check. Like, okay, this is the thing. It's like an intermezzo thing. Take on ef3. Take on e7, rook g8 from the d8 square, and they can't take on f3. They can go away g3. They can there. It's like, okay, this is a interesting intermezzo. I'll take this knight. All right, this is interesting. I'll play this one out. Looks like it's a dynamic, interesting intermezzo. It goes this way. All right, goes this way. Queen b6. Trying to take b2 pawn. Take on d4. I can do taking b2. Well, he's trying to take the bishop. Trying to take the bishop. What? Why? All right, you're talking about the people. Talking to people. All right. Queen b6. There. Rook this d8. All right, so queen b6 is probably good. Rook d8. Trying to play this way and taking e4 if I want to anytime, right? I can take an e4 too right now. Taking e4. I can take an e4 right away. Taking e4. Knight 6 there. Maybe 6. This maybe is probably beneficial to take this pawn already. Yeah, take the pawn. No muss, no muss. We gotta release the pawn. Sure, Ivan. It's fine. I get rid of my weaknesses. The bishop pair I'm still having. Okay. Takes in d5. Queen c7. Queen c7, yeah. It's good to me. Knight c2 is looking sad to me. Sad to me. All right, goes this way. h5. h5. h5 is possible. All right. Yep. 59 minutes for myself. Because I have extra time because I want to answer questions you have if you guys have them. So make sure you put the questions in the chat, Twitch chat, YouTube chat, Lead Chess chat. Any place you want to ask a question, you can ask them. And that's how it works. Unless one more plug. One more plug for my, if you want to get better at middle games, pretty much guaranteed. You can talk to me about it. Free call to book. You can book a call for me for free if you want to. If you want to, just talk to me for free. If you want to see how my students succeed, get their internet, let's say they're rating up 400 points because their middle games are much better. They're in that sense. their game has improved much, much, much better. Right? So I don't know, Mister. I don't know if he had a job position. No. I don't know. That question is I don't know. That's the honest answer. So, all right, A6. All right. F4. All right, goes F4. Committed to F4. Okay. B5. B5 is nice to block C4 pushes. No pawn C4. All right. Okay. Takes in D4. Takes in D4. All right. Takes in the knight. All right. This is great. Great to me. B4. He goes B4. All right. He goes B4. Okay. This one. Again, I don't control the lead chess how it goes. If you took a long time to make your move, then you have to wait a long time for me to move. That's how lead chess works. If you take a long time to make your move, you have to wait a long time for me to move. Lead chess says that, okay, if you play fast, I'll get my game to see your game faster. If you take a long time, you'll have to wait a long time for me to see your game. That's simply how it works. Don't make the rules. That's how it works. That's how it works. I don't choose it. It's how it works. Rook takes E1. Goes this way. All right. A5, B4. Right. A5 is possible. Bishop C6. Right, knight A5. That's great. Looking to me. Knight A5, knight C4 maybe? Yeah, that's great. Nice pawn B3. Bishop C6. Get the bishop better position maybe. Who knows? I can do C4 myself. Maybe. Maybe. Just maybe. All right. It goes this way. All right. Now I'll go A5, B5 there. Take the B5. Knight A5 is like not even a thing. They can try to do this one. So let's see. Hold on. Hold up, phone. A5, B5, knight there. Knight A3. All right, A5. All right, just corral the queen side. Goes C's there. Queen there. All right. All right, this one. All right, so no rook E8. I can take on G6. They can take on E1. I'll take with the knights. Just get some pressure and opening lines for me. This is good to me, maybe. Maybe, perhaps. It's good. It goes bishop A4. All right. It goes this way. Knight F5. Then taking E3, maybe. Yeah, maybe Knight F5 taking E3 twice. And the G4 taking the E3 is great. Yeah, Knight F5 is great. I can bail a move to do knight takes E3. Trying to take an E3 twice. And it's great. At least trying to take it once. If it goes to E4, just make his pawn structure bad. And my attack is good. Trying to make the most of it. Make the most of it. All right, bishop B6. Knight D4. Queen B6. All right. Bishop B6. Knight D4. Queen B6. Or maybe. All right. Bishop G7. 6 control. Yeah, it's everything is going to be pinned up. It's good to me. Bishop B4 at the very least. Getting out of the attack and the knight is good. I have resources. Knight takes E1. All right, this one could be 6. All right, this one takes E2. Can take E2. This one, nice to see 3. Do we need to do that? Do we need to do that? Do we need to do that? Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Nice. Nice. 800, 1800 is random. All right. What's the 1800? The Dawn Knight is asking what his rating is. Okay. All right. Dawn Knight. Okay. All right. This one. All right. Let's see how many games I have, by the way, so I can pace myself. I have 9 games to go. No losses, 12 wins, no draws, and we have 52 minutes. It's not too bad. Not too bad. I don't have to rush. I don't have to rush at all. I can do actually 3. I'll do that one now. I can take only 3. Make this backward pawn situation good for me. Queen e7, rook e8. That's good to me. So his mistake in taking the rook. And still, we have pressure. Good lasting pressure on the pawn e3. That's the thing to play for, clearly. Clear thing to play for, objective wise. Easy game. All right. All right. He goes Barger Simpson. It goes this way. Taking g6. Okay. Queen c3. Queen c3. Check him. I'll check him though. Let's see if he blocks or not. All right. Let's me get the yields the way to the dark squares. That's also a thing I can do. He wants to go queen d3. This one also queen c2. Rather trying to make me. Yeah, definitely. Yes, definitely want to do that. Bishop d7, bishop d7, queen c2, g6. Yeah, everything's good. Yeah, queen c2, just g6. That's everything good. Everything good. Everything good. All right. All right, this one I should get. Also, I got just take the e3, queen e7. Objective is easy. Take out the e pawn. Queen e2. Yeah, queen e2. Knight e4. E4 is doing something like knight c5 maybe. Knight e5 maybe. Sir, did you say I'm playing bad moves? No, I never said that. I didn't say anybody playing bad moves. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that one bit. All right, just thinking about this one. This is an interesting game. I need to look at this game after the Simul. So see what is the matter of this one. Alrighty. All right. Okay. All right. Tough Simul. She wants knight 4 and knight c5 maybe. He wants to attack the queen again. But I need to develop things. I'm not doing that as much as I should be. I should be developing. I'm not doing that. I'm just moving the pieces around and around. But material count, I am up 2 pawns. So in that sense, we have to change the mindset. This one, bishop c4, tried to pieces. Let's try the pieces, and if I do that, it's easier to play to win. So I won't trade pieces. The objective is to trade the pieces, and if I do that, I'll be happy. I will be happy. All right, this one, bishop c4 is next thing to get the things moving. And can I play with you? No, you you had to join the Simul first. The Simul started at noon. Especially look at the time is like an hour and a half earlier. But the next time will be at this Sunday at 1 p.m. New York time. So a little bit later than this Simul today, but it'll be the time for the Sunday's next Simul. So if you want to play me, go to the next Simul. You can play me on Sunday. Sounds good? Sounds good to me. All right. Alrighty. But if you're wanting to get improving your in a middle game play, pretty much guaranteed. I'll devote my time. I have a grandmaster coach, Eugene Perlstein. He'll help you too how to get next level of middle game play. If you go to my offer, you'll have myself, my grandmaster coach, and also my patented, not really patented, but exclusive, proprietary, unique, never before seen on the internet approach to improve your middle games. That actually worked. That you can try for yourself. But you can have a free call and talk about what is this thing and what you can expect to get better before we commit to this program. And you can let me know if you're interested, and we can just talk about this, let's say, possible partnership. And like about it. If you want to have a grandmaster and a national master together, try to improve yourself in a year's time and maybe even sooner. That is a good thing to have. Basically, I don't know. I don't know about the draw position. So it's basically equal is not drawn. A lot of people says, "Oh, it's equal, then it has to be drawn." No, drawn and equal is a different, very different thing. Because if you have the equal position against Stockfish, Stockfish will win against you every time. Yeah, wins against you every time. Nobody has an advantage, but they don't need an advantage to beat you. Basically, Magnus Carlsen doesn't need to have an advantage starting out to beat you. They could be equal. Check with the engine. Yeah, I don't know his game. Like, oh yeah, talking about him. Yeah. You can look at the game. You can look at the game yourself if you want to. If you're curious, you can ask what the opinion of the engine is and say that is it really drawn. Apparently not. So I want to do knight d3, not block the bishop. G2, g6. There, just c4, knight b4 plops in, but I don't need to mind this for seeking things. Okay, c3, go c3, rook d8, rook d8, yeah, rook d8. I can do bishop b4 too, you know the way the threats. I can maybe do that. Unless bishops are aligned. I can do that. Try to do that. Bishop 4 looks nice. Yep. Bishop 4. I'll do that one. Sir, play fast, please. No, I don't have control. Lichess. I know the settings. I don't care to look at settings. I'm playing a Simul right now. Lichess usually says if you wait, think a long time on your move before you make a move, then I see you last. I see you last of all the people. People that play faster, I see them faster. If you play very slow, then you have to wait. You gotta wait. Lisa says if you're slow, Matt will not see your game. You'll see you last. You're very last in line. Basically, that's how it works. I don't control it. I don't make Lichess do what it does. It does what it does. That is the truth. It chooses based on how fast you move. And if you're playing slow, you have to wait. You have to wait. There's no question about it. You have to wait, whether you like it or not. Bishop of 3, king g2. All right. Rook e7. Okay, rook e7. All right. Takes the there, take the rook. All right, so rook e1, take g2. Yeah. Take At the rook can do more. Right. Sir, my brutal? What do you mean, sir, my brutal? Are you talking about what I said? I'm saying the truth. If the truth is brutal, I'm sorry. This is the truth. I can only say the actual reason why I'm not playing fast is because they just don't let me. Doesn't let me. I don't have a choice. You're saying that I have a command that you play your game. I don't. I don't. I don't have control. There's the setting. I don't care for looking at settings. I'm playing at Simul now, so I'm not going to look at the settings. So king h7, taking defending this one. All right. This one, knight c6 to a5. It's the plan. I go to the bishop c5. Okay, this one. All right. Rook g7. Rook g7. Really? All right. Rook g7. Rook g7. Knight g7. All right. This is barely okay. Maybe. This is barely okay. Maybe. Not mating. Not mating at all. Knight c2. I don't know what game you're talking about. The game you're playing against me? I would not know. I'm not looking at the board. Sorry. I'm not see the board. I don't see this. I don't see this knight takes e2. Maybe there's knight takes e2, but I don't know. I'm playing many games. I'm playing one game like you are. I'm playing many games. Maybe there's knight takes e2. Maybe that the game. Yeah, knight takes e2 is possible, but you know what? Knight takes e2 is probably the right to proms. Maybe proms, but I don't know. I don't know anymore. I know what the game you're talking about is, but I don't know if it's working or not. I can't say without guessing. I don't know the answer to the guess. F5, F4. F5, F4. Looks nice to me. F5, F4. Okay. 26. What? What? 23. Is a mouse slip? Is a mouse slip? Barrow Simpson, a mouse slip? Never heard of him. There's a mouse slip? Barrow Simpson. What happened? What happened? Did lose a piece? I've never seen him do a mouse slip like that before. That was a big one. It's a big, huge mouse slip. Monstrous mouse slip. It's huge. Bishop b6, maybe? Yep. I've never seen a mouse slip like that size from Bardo Simpson. Ever. Never, ever. Queen to e3. Botez Gambit. Free queen. Botez Gambit. I've never seen that before. Bardo Simpson is a big, brutal. I think that maybe mouse slipped. It's got to be a mouse slip. Something like that. Never seen it before. He's a really good player. I never seen that before. Whom doing that is unheard of. He wants to take. I'll just do a5. A5 taking there. Yeah, I'll just taking the queen side. Taking the queen side is a plan. Okay, knight e2. Knight e2. He wants to g3 maybe. Maybe. Knight e4. Knight e4. Taking the e4. Maybe. But then again, taking e4. Then again, is that really beneficial for me? Maybe, maybe not. Who's the 7? Maybe not e4. No. Which is 7? Maybe not queen 7. Queen 7. Rook d8. Knight c4. Knight e4. Yeah, maybe queen 7 is good to put pressure on this pawn. Rook d8. Knight e4. Put pressure on this. Okay. All right, this one. A3. Okay. He wants to make knight c2 is actually worth it. This move is trying to make it actually worth it. Try to make it actually work in for some reason. Make it work some way, somehow. E4 makes this knight look silly. Knight d4 is probably going to come in. I can hold the tension so I don't do any resolving. I don't need to resolve anything. I can just take him there. Yeah, I can take him there. Knight a5, knight b3. It's like that. They take the pawn that knight. Take the pawn that knight. That'd be the plan. The a-file is contentious. So are you please chess player? Okay, sir, your favorite chess player is who? Living, Wilson So, of all time, Jose Raul Capablanca. The third, I think, the third chess world champion of all time, Jose Capablanca, is my favorite because his personal chess and endgame mastery is immortal. What I mean by immortal is that people like Karpov, who never met Capablanca, even seem leaving, that he looked and studied his games to prep against Garry Kasparov long time ago in his world championship match. If you can do that and prep your games for a world championship, let's say in the future, they don't know who you are, never seen you live, that is legendary. Your games are helping future world champions long after you're gone. That is immortal. Immortal chess. That's just simply put. Bishop b2. B2, maybe I don't do that. It's bishop c4. Bishop c4. He wants a bishop d2. Then, you know, bishop c4. Like, the trades are good for me, right? Maybe not that right. Bishop c4. Bishop c4. The king f1. Maybe just king f1 at the very least. So who's your favorite player yourself? Who's your favorite player? Who's your favorite player of all time or living? Maybe both. You can let me know who is your favorite player living and of all time. Okay. Mm-hmm. 37 minutes. How many games I have in the Simul? 18 games. 8 games, 37 minutes. So I have to pick up the pace a tiny bit. B7 to trade the rooks off and get the A file maybe. It's like, does it help have to have knight here? Taking the pawn, but nothing else. It's a long journey to get there, but even if I go there, is that really beneficial for me? Maybe not. Take there. Maybe default opens up, like the bishop goes up and like this pawn sack. This pawn is weak, so the bishop has to defend, babysit the pawn. Maybe it's not the way to go. All right. Okay. Rook e7. Yeah, rook e7, and then trying to. Oh, rook a7 was the rook. This is a losing rook. All right. Maybe rook a4. Take there. I have a pass pawn, but this is a pass pawn too. So maybe not that way. See, b7. b7. Take the rook and rook a8. Just skin the f file. A file rather. Rook a2 is. Rook a2 is. fc4. I don't know what we're talking about. The downpour game. Again, I'm playing multiple games. I don't know which is which. Maybe I missed something. It's very likely I missed something, but I play multiple games, so I don't focus on any one of them. I just playing a lot of them equally. Queen d7, rook d7 rather. Right, rook d7. There. Oh, he wants to mate me. This one's mate because the bit nice pinned. Well, take there, take there, take there. This, yeah, this scrappy. This knight for queen. Yeah, this is hopeless. I'll resign this one. This is a good game. That's a good game, Alex. Oh, look at the Alex game. That's a good game. First loss. A strong loss from a strong player. So I can admit that. A stronger player. He wants knight h5 jumping in, maybe. Maybe, perhaps. Perhaps, maybe. But check. Should fork the king, the rook. All right. But if knight e4, try to get rid of this knight h5. What is this? The pawn sack for the activity. Yeah, activity just comes fourth. Pawn sack for activity. It's when I'm like back against the wall. Back against the wall. Six, bishop e7, queen e5. All right, f3, f3, e4. Looks like nice. F3, e4. Okay, knight c1. Right, knight takes c1. All right. So again, I'm up 2 pawns. I don't have to take knight. I can take knight, but I have to do that. We take rook, like knight. I can do takes in the air. Queen takes there. It's annoying to me. So maybe this one's better. Yeah, just simply that. And the bishop has to trade the bishop. And I can do intermezzo's, taking c6 check. That's great. Let's check. That's great. And do up 2 pawns. Why not? All right, because rook e6. All right, rook e6. Queen c7. Queen e5, rather. Queen e5. Queen okay. Queen e5, rather. Take there. Take there. I'll take with the bishop. All right. Take with the bishop. You're doing that anyways. Taking the bishop. There. Wants to go this way. He wants to go this way and there. That's annoying. But if I go rook d8 though, this rook d8 defensive thing is like this. Let's check. Let's check. Oh, check is a piece. This one, knight c4, knight f6. The bishop's in front, so I lose a pawn at most. I think. Yeah, take the bishop is fine. I'll just do bishop f6. Surrender the bishop. Surrender the bishop. Maybe, yeah. Knight c5. Knight c5, attack the queen. Queen d1. Maybe not queen d1. We can do other things, like what to do instead. This is annoying. Discover check. It's like this one. If check, queen d2 block. Yes, that's good. Queen d1. All right. The one and only Smoky. That's Smoky. All right. One and only Smoky. I got it. 7 games to go. 33 minutes left. Okay, castles. Bishop b7. This one. You want to draw? Nope. Nope. Take a c6. You can take on a6 if you want to. I'm not gonna accept. I'm gonna try to win this game. You play the exchange French to try to draw me. I'm not gonna accept that one. I'm trying to beat you. Because I know there's ways to pressurize. You're worse. You're gonna pressurize the whole game. You're miserable. You want to draw. You want to escape. You're not gonna give that luxury of escaping. No, not even once. Not even close. Okay, all right. Take there. Rook a8. Spider chess. Nope. No draws. No draws. E4. It's misery. Take an e4 twice. That'll be great for me. He's miserable. I guess I'll draw. Okay. Bishop D1. What's the Bishop D1 about? Castles. He wants to go Bishop D2. Yeah, maybe something like that. Possibly. Rook D8. Rook FD1. Yeah, looks like it's good to me. Looks good to me. 26. Take the pawn. Okay. All right. Taking F3 though. Take F3. All right. But check. Just check. King F2. Queen H4 check. Let's take there. Queen there. Take there. Queen there. Queen H4 check. Take there. Take there. F4. Try to take the A4. Take there. Take there. There's right. Take there. Okay. Bishop takes bishop knights and Queen G5 check. Right. Right. This one. All right. G6 block F5 things. Okay. There. G5 check. Seven match? What seven match means? The 7 matches to go in Simul? Oh yeah, I see it. 7 matches to go. 1 loss, 13 wins. 7 matches to go. And we have 3 minutes, so we have plenty of time for the rest of the games, I think, right? There's just 7. I have to be miserable like that, but I have to do what I have to do, right? I have to do what I have to do. F6 takes there, F6. Pawn takes F6. Queen has to go somewhere. Like Queen D8 attacking the F6 pawn. Things like that, and also defend the bishop. Maybe. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, this one. Queen H4 check. Taking the king. Taking H pawn too. It's king E2. F4 is going to get the king busted. You're all busted. All right, this one. All right. F6. Taking the pawn E5. Extra. Looks like it's fun. Looks extra fun. F6 looks good to me. Queen F4. Queen F4. All right, here's Queen F4. All right. Leo the lion. B5. Bishop goes back somewhere. Where does it go back? A2, F1. The A6 pawn is the weakness, though. I don't want to have that one babysitting the pawn. A6. That'd be bad. All right, no. He goes that way. Just trying to out what to do here. Any questions you have, guys, put in the chat. League Chess chat, YouTube chat, and Twitch chat. You can ask them any when you want to do. And I can answer the questions. All right. Please draw, please. No, you gotta draw or resign. No, you have to resign or just play on. I'm certainly trying to play for the win. That's how I'm doing things. When F8, Rook F8, yeah, Rook F8 looks nice to me. I'm too focused on about finding my position to think of good questions. No worries, no worries. But you can think about what you want to ask after the game, maybe if the game is done. Okay. b5. Bishop goes back somewhere passive. And then we can do a5 and a4. Just get the pass pawns rolling. Like, the question is to attack this. Also, this rook c6 is annoying. So not b5. b5 is giving him some counterplay. I don't want that one. I don't want to have him have fun. No fun for him. This one, the thing is that rook goes away. Knight e6 is not. Well, they can't do that. So rook f8 is actually not a thing. Knight e6 is not a thing. All right. Down 4. All right. Goes take on c4. All right. Nope. All right. Now I can take on this way and take then c2, c4. So I'm up to pawns. Up to pawns. Yeah, nice. Takes there. Knight takes c4, maybe. Knight d3 is a check on the king and the rook. That's annoying. That's very annoying. This one takes the rook right there. That takes d3 is annoying. So it gets the exchange back with his rook takes it. All right. All right, I'll do this one. I can do this one. I should do this one. All right, go d8. Before he goes, the down port goes this way. All right. He goes this way. All right. He runs to this one. All right. Bishop of Fates. They're there. Possibly. But then knight d4 still coming in. It's like, that doesn't mean anything. This one, knight e7, knight 5 is trying to coordinate better squares for the pieces. Squares for the pieces. Let's do that. Trying to do that. Right. There. Okay, it goes this way. Take the bishop or pawn. It's a pawn. If the pawn takes there, bishop's there. e5. Of the queen defending that one, so sideways just like makes some sense. So this one there, e5, push the pawns to the center. But this 1, 2, I can do this one. I can do this one. So pawn takes there. Surprising shock twist events. Pawn takes there actually is the way to go. e5 is coming in. It's a pressure on the center. Rook c4. Knight d3, king e2, knight cb2. Maybe, well, knight takes cb2 attacks the rook. Then I can do rook. Well, I can't do anything. I can do rook c3, c3. Knight b2 is a little bit trapped. Looks like a little trapped. But knight e4. Then knight e4. Then I can do. This is a question. That's a big question. I have to go this way. Knight e3, king e2, knight cb2. Knight has to defend himself, and the knight is attacking the rook. So rook c3 is the only move. Knight a4. The rook has to go somewhere like knight rook d3, knight c5, and the knight is blocking the bishop, so I can go other places. So maybe I can go rook b1, and there's no discoveries. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. All right, knight rook to c4. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. Works out for me, I think, in the end. All right, it goes this way. Rook e3. Rook e3. All right. Okay, knight 5. Like this is knight 5. Yeah, that's probably good. Like this one right there is fine. Just like right there. Knight 5 is like, I think it's the escape I need. I can afford. Takes there and knight 5. That's the way to go. G4 though. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Maybe not. Knight d5 then. Yeah. Knight 3 king e2. Okay. Corner chassis goes this way. All right. So 7 games to go, 24 minutes. Okay. All right. Let's go B5. Looks like it's plan. Looks like it's a plan. He is that way. Now he goes there. Okay, knight E3. Maybe not knight E3. So to your pawns is not going to help for me. So we'll trade if it benefits me. I don't see the benefit of the trade. I don't see the benefit of trade. So there. Does it help if I get the knight there? I'll see it. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. B5. The knight goes this way. It looks the square, but does it help me? Probably not. Doesn't help. Yeah, the knight doesn't have to move. I don't think so. Doesn't need to move. Knight 3. Taking 4. Then check, and then I have 3 has to be played. Pinned. Knight E5. Knight E5 here. Knight E5. Trying to get forward momentum, maybe. Where's the momentum here? I'll see it. I'll see the momentum. So let's see what happens there. Yeah. I see the momentum, but I'll do knight E5 anyways. See what he does and commits to. Okay, it goes this way. F4 takes on C6, take the queen, take the rook. But then rook takes C3 check. Has a check. It's a check. So it's devastating for him. It looks like so. F4. Trying to take his king off. Sorry, taking king out. So I'm trying to take him out. Going for the king. King hunt. King hunt is on. Trying to hit the king to the victory. Okay, it goes this way. Only move I can see. This one. Yeah. Yes. Only move. Defend both things. Defends both things, to be honest. Okay, goes this way. Bishop C2. All right, I thought he would do this. E5, take there. I can do bishop E6. And if it takes, like, okay, if it goes, all right, let me think about this one. There, queen A6. Mm-hmm. It's always F5. It's always F5. That's G5 then. All right, need to focus on how to not lose the game. This is annoying. Knight G5 is annoying. There's no time for these things. Shenanigans. There's rook F5. I've been just trying to make some sense of it. Queen G6. He wants to trade queens. He wants to trade queens? Does he know? That's probably helpful for me. He probably does know it's helpful for me. Does he care? Maybe not. Well, you know what? If I take on D4 with the bishop, that's the question. The question is, if I take on the 4 with the bishop, pawn takes there. They have a passed pawn, though. The passed pawn is probably not helpful for me. Probably not helpful for me, but if this one take there is forced. And rook C8, B5. Trying to put some pressure. It's trying to put pressure on us. Yep, rook C8, B5. Or B5, rook C8. It's possible all their play. Yeah, B5, rook C8 is also maybe just winning. for myself because the bishop has to go somewhere passive, and I can rook c1. All right, this one. All right, king e2. King e2 is this way. That sounds terrible. It looks terrible to me. So it looks. I'm not saying it's terrible, but it looks terrible to me because this king is running in the middle. He's thinking that if I keep the positions closed, then the king will be safe. If I do that, if I will allow that, if I don't commit to anything in the center. This is a big if. I'll do bishop e7 and see how far the if goes. If it'll be good for you or not. It's a big if. It looks bad. I don't know if it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but it looks bad to me. There b5, yeah. Or cbf5. Okay. This one, rook b3. Yeah, rook b3. Okay. All right, king h1. Who wants to over rook g1? Maybe. All right, bishop b6. Bishop b6. Okay. Knight there. He wants to trade knights. Okay. He's desperate. Desperate looking to me. He's desperate looking to me. It looks like he's want to try to draw me. He's 10 seconds left. He has to rely on intuition. And I think his intuition will be failing him eventually. So knight c4 maybe? Like, okay, went to c4 to there. If I go there, you go back. Right? Always pivot once. See what he's trying to do. All right, goes this. He blocks this one. He blocks this. Let's say advancement. But what if I go this way? Bishop d8. Then okay, this one knight e6, rook d7, and then yeah, there's also bishop b4 defends the pawn. Yeah, bishop b4 is probably good and better. Defend the pawn. Long diagonal. This checks out, but after rook d8, a6 again. It's a bit of things. And I'll just do this one. Well, okay. There's a 7. Then rook there. And then bishop d8. Is there any way to attack this pawn twice? Nothing I can see. It goes to a5. Like before a5. That's maybe not. So rook c7 looks like a good choice. Good choice to me. Knight e6, rook d7, knight bishop e6 is actually fast. Extra fast. All right. This one. g4. It goes g4. Oh. g4. He wants to block knight f5 things, and it's committal. Maybe too committal. This one. Right? Because the reason why I'd say it's too committal is I can do knight d5. Attacks the rook, attacks the bishop. It's free. He has to lose exchange. He has to lose exchange. Yeah. It's blunder, I think. Yeah. Knight d5 is winning a piece, I think. King, all right, goes this way. All right. Again, he's relying on sheer intuition, which is I want to see how good his intuition is. I'm not saying it's bad, but I want to see how good it is. So a lot of people don't have good intuition. I'm just seeing how good is it for him. And on time pressure, he has to rely on fully intuition. There's no time for calculation and planning. You got to do all in wits. All right, all on base and wits. Rook c1 is coming up next. Knight c4 coming up next. Easy playing coming up next. And I'm winning an endgame. Winning an endgame, right? Seems like it. All right. So you got the pawn. So it's one pawn down, but he's not developed. It goes queen g1. Queen g1. All right, queen g1. All right. Perfect. h4. I think you do that one. I would think you do that one. Okay. e5. h5. Now f4. Takes the h pawn. Defend the pawn. e5 looks nice. e5. Pawn takes h5 and f4. Knight takes, bishop takes. There's a rook there. e5 looks nice to me, to be honest. I'll see how it works. I'll see how it works. Knight e5. Right, you're playing on sheer intuition. Knight is a loose piece. So with that loose piece, I can do this. Attack the rook. Attack the knight. I can take the knight, take c6. Knight takes c6, attack the rook. Right? Attack the rook. So knight takes c6, taking a 3, attacking the queen, this one. So alright, knight takes c6, pawn takes c6, or knight takes c6 still, bishop takes c5. I can do this one, right? The pawn. I get a pawn. Deal. Looks nice to me. Okay. Looks nice to me. Bishop g6. Okay, takes on g6. Alright, pawn takes g6. Knight e4. Alright, knight e4 wants to do a fork. Fork Rooney. I can see that one. You see that one clearly. So rook hc1 defense. Oh, okay. Also the bishop's attack the rook. All right. So this one, rook b3, right there, right. So rook a1 though. Rook a1 check. c3. King e1. Oh, they can take there and mate me. This is not nice. Not nice. All right. Not nice. Not nice at all. All right. Looking at the lines, you see the lines. All right. So when I stream next Sunday, on 1 p.m. This next stream. This next stream is next Sunday at 1 p.m. So I know that if I do this one, I lose the game. This is losing because this feature line that you first main to. If you know, I'm not gonna show you, but well, maybe for educational purposes, this is a free knight. If you take the knight, well, actually it defends. It defends. You know what? You know what's gonna happen? This one, nice c. Okay, this one, nice c3 check. The king has to go either e1 or maybe there's actually a bailout move. There's a bailout move, but don't do king e1. The other king the other way. All right, so this one, check, king there, take there, there. It's barely alive. I'm barely living. It's scary, but barely living. If I go this way, barely living. It's scary though. Do you want to do that though? Don't really want to do that one. They need to do that. Take there. All right. I have no time. I have no time. Think about it. No time to think about it. No time to think about it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do things. All right. This one, knight takes f4. Knight is f4. Yep. Bishop 6. Rook d8. Fun game. Good game. I don't need to do that. I can try to do it. I can do rook d8, not allow knight f6 as a fork. That's no fork then. All right. All right, goes this way. Queen h6, rook g7. Yeah, but it is. All right, rook d1. Rook d1. All right, goes over d1. Rook d1. Rook d1. Yeah. Nice c3 check. All right, king f1. It's important to go this way because if this way, bishop a3, I can't take the knight back because rook d1 is mate. So that's why this is a better one. King f1. Better position of the king to retreat to, not lose and mate in 2. All right, goes this way. Oh, he takes the bishop. He takes the bishop and then meso. Whoa. Queen c6. Oh, queen c6 though. I queen c6. Rook g6 though. Takes in there. All right, this is interesting. If I go this way, take on f7. I take on e4. Like, hold on. This one check. Take there. Then let's try to barely hold on to all of my might. All right, queen c6 is probably the best one. Yeah, trying to make it work. Maybe I'm losing. We'll find out. We'll find out. Am I losing really? Find out. Yeah, find out. Okay, he goes this way. All right. E4. Now he should go somewhere lanky, really lanky. Like this one is the squares are covered. Yeah, E4 string. Good to me. All right, this one. Rook D3. Rook D3. All right, Rook D3 gives me some time. Maybe it can move the knight away. Maybe it move the knight away. Where to go? Knight away where? Maybe it's knight 4. Get the pieces activated. Yeah, maybe there. But then just before maybe this one. Maybe this one to block bishop before things. I don't have too much time, but maybe there's this. Yeah, and this is probably better. Best. But not just best. Better is best. Yeah, this one. Make sure the Nork's not babysitting the knight. Okay. G3, king G2 next. All right, goes this way. Knight D3. Knight there to D3. All right. Take the bishop. Take the bishop. All right. All right, so it says that I took a pawn. Goes this way. All right, so now in this sense, that everything is equal. I have it's a pawn. I got a pawn at the deal. Knight d4. Take the bishop. Take the with a queen, and a pawn up. Yeah, pawn up. It's a pawn. It's just a pawn up. Like I don't need. Well, let's see. Is there anything else I can do? Anything else you want, little me? Knight d4 is good enough. Defending that c2. I'll take that one. I'll take that square. I can do, things like that. So now we have king there. Oh, he goes king there. Check. I'll check him here with a pawn. I'll take that one. I'll take that check. The king has to go to e1. They can't afford the rook e3 for reasons. They can't afford to take with the rook. All right, rook d4. He goes back. He goes back. All right. I can go back to d5, right? I can do that. All right. So hold on. I got a bishop to take a bishop. It's a bad, terrible bishop for good bishop. I like that trade. Rook d5, knight d5. All right, this one bishop there. All right, goes this way. Right there. This one. This one. Bishop d5. Bishop d5. He wants to do something. What's he doing? What's he doing? G3, king G2. Simply. He wants to defend the pawn. A7, of course. He wants to defend the pawn C5, A7, and it's fine. G3, king G2 get the work out. Play the game that way. A pawn or two, or maybe one pawn. So as a activity, I'll be playing the game. All right, this one, not there. All right. Okay. Five. Okay. All right. Knight B2. Queen takes B2. Say this guy. This one. Knight D4. Wants to trade knights. Terrible knight for action knight. So also tagging this pawn. So let's take this guy off the board. Take this guy off the board. All right. King G1. King F1 rather. King F1. All right. Bishop there. Bishop there. Looks like it's correct. It's correct. How's this one? Rook C8. Rook E7 maybe. Oh, you know what? He's gonna do. Oh, 96 is Rook F7 check. It's winning a piece. It's a tricky thing. He looks like he's like a play 4, but it's not really doing anything. Not doing anything good for him. Knight F5. This one Knight F5. Knight F5 is this Knight F5 is attacking the knight in there. This is probably more forcing. Yeah. Okay, we have 6 minutes to go and 7 reviews left. Ay. All right. Who's 7? F4 then. 27 F4. There's this one. Castles. Castle King G2. All right, this one. Really, Queen D4. Queen D4 happens. All right. Really. Okay. All right. See how this works out. G5. Yeah. This one. You got knights there. Knight pawn there. All right. Knight B6. Tag the pawn with the queen and knight. All right. Right there. Oh, this is losing a piece. No, this is a queen E2 thing, or E2 check as well. But a queen F4 though. F4. F4. Queen E3. Let's see. How does this work out? F5. Queen 6. Queen 6. Yeah. Pressure retreats. Pressure on the A pawn. Loses the pawn, no matter what. Looks like it's losing the pawn no matter what. This is good to me. Looks like it's good to me. All right. This one, 94. 94 to go where? I don't see the point. Like rook D1 trades the rooks. Nope, draws. All right. I need to do something because I don't have time. I need to do something because I don't have time. All right. So, yeah. Wait, 7. Okay, this one. Wait, F1. Okay. F4. This is a good idea. F4 and F5. Trying to shove the queen. And this one. All right, this one is 5. And this one. Queen 2. Rook E8. So it's like, okay, he's trying to Make me. Try to make me. Queen C6. Okay. Muchas nickname my Islam. It's the first part of my last name. First part of my last name is Islam. The first part of my last name is Islam, so that's why I have it there that way. A3. Need to play fast. I'm going to lose the games in time, but it does be the way it goes sometimes. All right. Okay, this one. Wicked feet. Okay. Number 7. This one. All right. 6. Check. This one. Get to 2. Yeah, this is the point I want to go. 92. Take on C5. Take the A7. A6 rather. And this one. Okay. It's like, okay. I'll do this one. Rook fates. Rook 7. Rook 7 is probably best. Yeah. This one. Okay. G5. I need to go fast. Faster. Faster. All right. Okay. Okay, it goes this way. Bridge is 6. Bishop there. Bishop there. B5. Okay, can initiate. Is there anything? Oh, losing the game now. Losing the game now. It's like taking the air is the only thing to do. It's miserable. Why do that's not the thing. Like there's rook A8, but it's still miserable looking. It's very miserable. All right. All right, 97. Okay. 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 All right. 2C4. Okay. 4. This one. Rook A3. Oh, that's A3. Rook C6. Yeah. The pawn. This one. All right. Taking A3. Taking A3. Taking A6. Yeah. It's miserable. I gotta do something. I had to do something. It's like, right, it's there. This one. Right. Right. This one. Okay. Onto there. This one. All right. Okay. This one taking A3. This one I D2. This one D6. Okay. Taking this pawn F3. Yeah. Pawn F3. I need to do something. Okay. Queen A5. Ah. Right. X7. All right. Need to do something. Oh. I lost time. I'm losing games in time. G6. Oh. Everything's losing time. Knight 5. Ah. All right. I'm losing games in time, guys. I don't see. Yeah, I'm losing games in time. So, oh well. Losing games in time. All right, I'll accept this one because I don't have any time. Because of time pressure, I lose games. Otherwise, I try to win the games in the fashion way. I didn't have time. That's why I have, guys. This is part and parcel why I have so much time extra. Because these situations, I lose games in time because I don't have time. I try to win every game. Without, I had to take time, too much time, and I lost the games. But like, oh well. All right. Yeah, so that's why I have time. I know. I've run out of time, but things looked like I was trying to win. I was trying to win the games. Some of the games I was trying to win too hard, too long, too slow. But yeah, that's what happens sometimes. But sometimes it's better to learn from losses and get better next time. And I'll see you guys on Sunday. And have a good week, guys. And see you guys on Sunday. Take care. Bye now. Bye.